Hello everyone, I thought it would be nice to do a small haul video since I had ordered quite a few supplies for Inktober from Amazon. They were ordered yesterday for next day delivery, which just arrived a few minutes ago. I can't wait to open and swatch them. So here we go. First up are the 20 pack of Steadtler Tri Plus colour pens. These have a 1.0mm tip and the colour range is beautiful. The packaging is really useful as it can be used to hold the pens neatly as well as flipping the top back to create a stand. The triangular shape stops the pen from running off the desk or whatever surface you may be using. I'm using scrap paper for some quick swatches, so I'm aware that there will be some edge bleeding, but I'm very interested in just seeing the width and colours right now. I will use better quality paper when I actually come to use these for Inktober. I quite like the way I can vary the line width by changing the angle of how I hold the pen. The colours are deep and vibrant and I think I will enjoy using them when the time comes. Next, I bought 3 packs of Winsor & Newton's Pro Markers. There are also the brush markers by Winsor & Newton which come in similar sets. However, the brush marker packs are more expensive. I got set 1 and set 2 which have 12 colours each and a blender marker which makes up 13 markers in each pack. And the third pack I got was a pack of 6 skin tones. Both the Pro Marker and Brush Marker ranges are alcohol based, so I would expect them to blend in a similar way to the Copics. The nib on the Pro Markers have a normal pointed tip on one end and a chisel tip on the other end. Holding the marker at different angles allowed me to create a whole range of line widths. The colours can also be layered. I don't have many Copic markers, but from my experience they are very similar, but I think Copics blend ever so slightly better than these. Also, the ink has bled through the folded A4 paper I'm using, which is only to be expected since I'm using a sheet out of a notebook from Poundland. I'll use them on marker paper when I get round to using them in my art. Next, I have the Pocket Brush Pen by Pentel. It's very popular and I've been noticing a lot of artists swear by this brush pen for inking. I've been loving my Kuretake brush pen for a very long time, but I'm curious to see how this pocket brush pen compares. It comes with 2 refills. In comparison to the Kuretake, the pocket brush pen is much shorter. The Kuretake is long enough to hold a spare cartridge, which is really useful. I know I'm going to lose the extra refill for the Pentel pocket brush. I'm pretty sure my drawers lead to a secret Narnia which I have yet to discover. The tips of both these brush pens look almost identical. Upon closer inspection, the brush on the pocket brush pen is a tiny bit longer by maybe about a millimetre from the looks of it. I can make a large variety of line thicknesses and it seems to be able to produce the same hairline that I can get with the Kuretake brush pen. I do however feel more comfortable using the Kuretake, but I don't want to make any more comments until I've used it more. Next, I have 2 of the Winsor & Newton's brush markers. They're more expensive than the Pro Markers, so I bought only 2 rather than a pack. I believe the formula is the same as the Pro Markers, just the difference being that one end has a brush tip while the other end is chisel tip. The brush tip has a rubber or silicone feel to it, very much like the Copic Chow range. They blend like the Pro Markers and can be layered too. And here are the Copics I bought. I already own the warm grey set, so I thought it would be a good idea to get a black for outline and 2 cool greys so I can compare them with the Winsor & Newton brush markers, which I also bought in cool greys. The Copics definitely blend better, but what's really interesting is the difference in cool grey shades. Winsor & Newton's cool grey brush markers look more like warm grey in comparison to the Copics. I'm tempted to order 2 of the warm greys from Winsor & Newton just to see what it looks like. Next, I ordered a dip pen with nibs. This is actually my first dip pen. I found the notice from the Amazon seller kind of reassuring. It's a genuine Japanese product, not to be mixed up with the knockoffs you can order from China. The main reason I chose this Tachikawa comic pen nib holder over others was because it can hold both sizes of nibs. Most of the sets I saw on Amazon had a fat holder and a thin holder. I'd much rather have 1 pen holder than have 2. It comes with a pack of 10 Zebra G-Pen nibs. From what I understand, the G-Pen nib is popular amongst comic artists and many calligraphy artists. I'm an absolute beginner in this area, but I would be interested in getting other nibs to see the difference. I don't have any ink to try it out though. I've ordered some from the art shop skipton.com because it was cheaper. I'm just waiting for it to arrive now. Finally, the last thing I got is this Derwent water brush in fine tip. I already have a fine tipped water brush which is unbranded. It works well and I have no problems with it. Simply just want to try out Derwent's version. The shape of this water brush reminds me of my Wacom Pro Pen too. I can also feel that the Derwent water brush is made from better quality material than the generic one. Also, what's with all the packaging from Amazon? Before everything was bundled together, but since I've joined Amazon Prime, I seem to get my order packaged separately even when they deliver together on the same day. I think it's such a waste of card. And that brings me to the end of my haul. I just want to quickly say it's not a sponsored video. I've paid for all of this myself, and I do intend to do a review for a couple of the items I've bought in the future. Right now, I'm only interested in exploring different media. I will leave the links down below to each of the products I've mentioned. Today is day 10 of Inktober for me, and I think I'll be using the Pentel brush pen. It will be in my Inktober playlist once it's uploaded, so if you're interested, please do check that out. Until my next video, bye!